Hello and thanks for joining us from our studios in Tel Aviv. Coming up in today's show, Israel honors legendary Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin. The wave of violence continues in Israel, and a new Israeli app can stop you from embarrassing yourself online. I'm Natasha Kirchak here with the latest news in Israel. Israel's coming together to mark the 20th anniversary of the assassination of former Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin. The beloved leader was known internationally for his work towards lasting peace in the region.
מה מצפה לנו בעתיד? מסוכן להתנבא במזרח התיכון. דבר אחד אנחנו יודעים. אנו חפצים בשלום. אבל נוכחנו שמי שרוצה באמת בשלום, אין לו ברירה בתנאינו, אלא להיות מוכן להילחם על קיומו.
In October 1995, Prime Minister Rabin was fatally shot by an extremist Israeli student during a public speech. His death came amid historic peace talks, just as his administration was discussing the status of Jerusalem. Rabin's life will be commemorated with a series of events condemning political incitement and violence this week. Today, President Rivlin and Prime Minister Netanyahu headlined the state memorial ceremony for Rabin. The UN and Prime Minister Netanyahu are rarely on the same page, but Prime Minister Netanyahu is now earning praise from the UN chief for his commitment to the status quo on the Temple Mount. Ban Ki-moon is commending Israeli efforts to calm tensions at the holy site. Netanyahu praised a new plan to install 24/7 video surveillance at the Temple Mount. He expressed hope the move will counter claims that Israel is trying to expand its Jewish presence on the site. On the other hand, the Muslim Authority is claiming Israel wants cameras on the Temple Mount to serve its own interests. The religious Islamic Authority tried to install its own cameras on the Temple Mount today, but was blocked by Israeli police. The Jordanian-run Waqf condemned Israeli interference.
القضية في المسجد هي قضية سيادة، والسيادة لا تقسم. السيادة يجب أن تكون الأوقاف الإسلامية. الآن قضايا وضع كاميرات ووضع شرطة وحرس حدود وقوات خاصة، هذا كله ما له قيمة طالما أن إسرائيل، الحكومة الإسرائيلية تحاول أن تحارب على السيادة، تحاول أن تدخل المستوطنين من أجل تغيير الوضع القائم. كاميرات هي قضية الهدف منها هو يعني الكشف عن المصلين وعن مواقفهم وعن حمايتهم من المكان، وهذا الأمر لا يمكن أن يوافق عليه أحد.
But Israeli police spokesperson Luba Samri said cameras should only be implemented with the coordination of all relevant parties. The move to install video surveillance was brokered by the U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry on Saturday. It's not yet clear who will be granted access to live feed from the cameras. Meanwhile, the recent wave of violence against Israelis continues. An Israeli soldier was stabbed this morning by an Arab assailant in Hebron. The 19-year-old suffered serious neck injuries and is being treated in a Jerusalem hospital. His attacker was shot and killed. But this wasn't the only violent incident today. A second soldier reported being attacked in South Tel Aviv, and a suspected terrorist attempted to stab an Israeli border police officer at the Cave of Patriarchs in Hebron. Prime Minister Netanyahu is reportedly considering a new policy to halt terrorism, one that could divide Jerusalem. According to Israeli media, the leader allegedly suggested revoking the residency status of East Jerusalem Arabs, all in an effort to stop ongoing terrorism. The proposal would affect up to 80,000 people. This move could effectively split the United City, but no concrete plans have been drawn up yet. Israeli police say Arab-Israeli rioting is on the decline. Experts say Arabs fear the financial losses of less Jewish business. Arab rioting began on October 1st in the north of Israel following the onset of current terror. Police say 164 Arabs have been arrested on charges of violent demonstrations, but the riots have had an adverse effect, driving away Jewish customers. Business owners are concerned enough that it appears further protests are being discouraged. Meanwhile, the Palestinian Authority is renewing demands for Israel to withdraw from the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Chief Palestinian negotiator Saeb Erekat announced the PLO and the Arab League are preparing a new UN resolution for Israel's withdrawal. The proposal will also ask the UN for international protection against Israel. The UN Security Council rejected the same Palestinian resolution in 2014. Ever accidentally made an embarrassing post on social media? Good news for those of you who aren't so savvy online. A new Israeli app called Sesame lets you erase your social media mistakes before it's too late. Sesame saves users from embarrassing phone, video, and chat messages by deleting them all across its user network. Plus, it keeps track of who sent what to whom, so users can selectively delete the data that they've sent. The app helps prevent online shaming, and best of all, it allows users to keep their integrity intact. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather forecast.
תחזית מזג האוויר משודרת בחסות
מבחר מאווררים לקיץ החם. חנות המאווררים סטאר. יש לנו פה סטאר.
The rain continues in Israel. Right now it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit and partly cloudy. We're expecting light showers as the night goes on. So don't forget your umbrella tomorrow because there's a
תחזית מזג האוויר משודרת בחסות
מבחר מאווררים לקיץ החם. חנות המאווררים סטאר. יש לנו פה סטאר.
The rain continues in Israel. Right now it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit and partly cloudy. We're expecting late showers as the night goes on. Don't forget your umbrella tomorrow because there's a 50% chance the rain will continue.
תחזית מזג האוויר משודרת בחסות
מבחר מאווררים לקיץ החם. חנות המאווררים סטאר. יש לנו פה סטאר.
All right, everybody, that's
תחזית מזג האוויר משודרת בחסות
מבחר מאווררים לקיץ החם. חנות המאווררים סטאר. יש לנו פה סטאר.
All right, everybody, that's it for today's headlines. Today's exchange rate is 3.87 Israeli shekels to the American dollar. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.